Hi guys, so this video here is a part of a series talking about the area of a triangle where you're not given a height but you're given two sides and an included angle. In this particular video, I'm looking at a triangle where I'm given an area, I'm given an angle, and I'm given a side, but I've got one missing side that I need to work out for and rearrange the equation. So if you're not very good at rearranging equations, this is the video for you. I'm going to kind of step through how I'm going to approach this. So here we go. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to recall our area formula. So our area formula is half AB sine C, where C is just any given angle. So this angle in particular is kind of included, and I think that's something I've kind of forgotten to address in the past series of videos, is that this angle is referring to an angle that's in between the two given sides, or two sides that we're looking for. Okay? Anyway, back to it. So let's see if we can work this out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in values that I know. So this area in particular I've been given is 7 centimeters. So that means the area of this, when I put my values into my equation, I should get an answer of 7. So I'm going to put this in. So I'm going to go 7 centimeters is equal to, or 7 centimeters squared is equal to half times by A. A is just like a side that you're given. So let's say this is A and this is B. Not too important, but basically A and B are just any side that you're given. So I'm going to put 4 in. I've got B. My B is X. So I'm going to put X in times by sine C. My C is my angle. My angle in this case is 70. I'm going to clean this up. So usually when I clean up, I don't like these things. I don't like multiplication signs. And also I don't like fractions. So let's get rid of those things. So I'm going to get rid of, first of all, let's sort this situation out. So I've got half times 4. I'm going to get rid of that. That's equal to 2. So 2. I'm going to get rid of my multiplication sign. So I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm just going to write X sine 70. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get X on its own. So this is where rearranging becomes an issue. So if it's an issue for you, just keep listening very carefully on the instructions I'm going to give. So I'm going to write in blue. So when there's numbers next to letters or next to things, just assume that they're being multiplied. So in this case, they're being multiplied here and here. So imagine it's like 2 times X times sine 70. So I actually got rid of those multiplication signs earlier. So that's just a reminder. So if they're next to each other, they're just meaning they're multiplied. If they're being multiplied, the rule is for rearranging is that you do the opposite of what's happening and you do it to both sides. So in this case, they're being multiplied and I want X on its own. So X is being multiplied by 2, but it's also being multiplied by sine 70. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of it by dividing it by 2 and dividing it by 70. So I'm going to divide it by 2. I'm also going to divide it by sine 70. And remember, my rule is I do the opposite of what's happening. So it's being multiplied, so I'm going to divide. And then I'm also going to do it on both sides. So I'm going to do it to my 7 as well. So I'm going to go 7 divided by 2 sine 70. Now you're kind of like, well, I got this now. What am I going to do now? So I'm going to actually cancel out a few things. So that 2 over 2 is simplified to 1. This sine 70 divided by sine 70 is equal to 1. I'm actually going to get 7 over 2 sine 70 is equal to X. Here we go. Now we're up to the good stuff. You're going to put that into your calculator and find the value of it. So I'm going to do that now on my own calculator off screen. So 7 divided by 2 times sine 70. I'm going to put that in. My answer is going to be equal to 3.724622204. Now, that's a big number. Let's round, shall we? So we're going to round it to the nearest decimal point. Rounding is essential for this course. It's so important just generally, and I'm still getting people who still struggle to round. So this is a really important lesson. So what you're going to do, if you want to round to the first decimal place, you're going to look at the one next door to it and check whether or not it's higher or lower than 5. In this case, it's lower, so you keep it the same. So I keep it as 3.7 equals X. In a situation where if I was given 3.7654, blah, 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 if I wanted to round to one decimal place, I'd check next door. The 6 is above 5, so I'd round up, so it'd actually go 3.8. Okay, so that's something important to note. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I've got units. In my question, I was actually given units. I actually was given a unit of centimeters. So that means I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to write this as x is equal to 3.7 centimeters. Final answer. So I always recommend to my students to underline your answer or highlight it, so that way the marker or the teacher can clearly see your answer, and kind of have some sort of cohesive idea of how you got your answer as well. So it's really important to underline it or highlight it. If you've got a highlighter, highlight your answer as well. Alright, so hope you enjoyed that one. The next video is going to be showing you how to rearrange the area formula to find the angle. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Thanks guys.